So I want to talk about this Kathleen Kennedy nonsense. So all the channels got excited over a rumor that she was leaving in disgrace and she was gone from LucasArts. Leaving in disgrace. That's all what the clickbait thumbnail said, right? So it's just that's basically misinformation. And then 12 hours later, videos dropped going, oh yeah, she's going to stay for another year after all. So if she's leaving in disgrace, why is she staying in another year? That's her leaving on her own terms when she wants. I think she's like nearly 71 now. Okay. Right. Okay. She's been at LucasArts since 2012, 2013. She's been there for a very long time. And there's been loads of rumours, leaks of her getting booted. Right. There was a big one in 2018. Kathleen Kennedy's about to leave. Kathleen Kennedy's about to leave. That ad nauseum. Like Doomcock was doing videos about that all the time. So all the usual right wing culture war shield channels, like Midnight's Edge, Yellow Flash, right, all the other ones, Vera Dark, okay, all the countless channels ran with this nonsense just to clickbait, right? And it's not true, is it? She's still about. Now, I'm gonna criticize you right wingers for being losers because I'm not being insulting when I say that. I'm being descriptive. You're losers because right wingers are lower IQ and less intelligent than left wingers for the most part. That's just the truth for what I've seen. And they're very solipsistic in a lot of ways. They can't think outside themselves. They're very simple minded. So they're not very good at politics, right? To galvanize them, powerful people just use threat narratives and use simplistic narratives like the brain rot of the free market, right? My free market, my big government is bad. That's the sort of narratives you need to galvanize right-wing people, because right-wing people are passive. They don't really stand for any bigger principles outside themselves. They don't really stand for anything. They don't even apply their own right-wing principles consistently for the most part, right? So they won't do anything for anyone else, okay? So there's going to be no successful pushback against the feminist infiltration in the culture because only the right wingers are sort of talking about it, but they talk about it in the wrong way. They call it woke, right? Instead of calling it feminism. Intersectional feminists have captured corporate media, right? Star Wars, Doctor Who, right? Star Wars, Doctor Who's, Star Trek. Yeah, there's loads of other examples. Video gaming as well. Ghostbusters was the first one, right? I've talked about it so many times. And the right wingers always act like it's going to self-correct, okay? Oh, this is going to go away. Get woke, go broke, right? Get woke, go broke. And I tried explaining to him that's not how it works, okay? Because activists and Hollywood aristocracy and rich people, they don't operate by the same standards that we do. Okay, they're not held accountable. So there's countless examples of corporate CEOs running a company into the ground, okay, with their incompetence. Then they get a golden parachute, and then they just move on to the next company. Okay, and feminists network and work together and get each other jobs. That's how they take over companies. So you right wingers are just stuck in coping mode perpetually. You're stuck in clickbait outrage mode, going about woke all the time, and you're stuck in coping mode because you can't coordinate and galvanize and get anything done. You're a bunch of losers. You're a bunch of defeated wimps. You are. You don't deserve the amount of emotional gratification of telling yourself that you won. So what you're waiting to do, you're waiting for Kathleen Kennedy to leave because she's going to leave on her own terms when she wants to, and she's going to retire successfully because she's going to be rich, and she could probably get another job if she wants to, right? But when she does this, you're going to strut around like you won. So you're like the nerd You've got his head pounded in by the jock repeatedly, and when the jock's bored and one of his knuckles are bruised, he just walks off. You act like you won, right? No, you lost. You lost. And you try to make this about your right-wing politics all the time is another reason why you failed. That's another reason why Gamergate failed and Kotaku in Action failed. Okay? You have to hone onto the problem if you actually care about it, and you actually don't. You hone in onto the problem and you talk about the problem and you focus on that. Okay? So feminists will keep on doing this over and over again. They'll take over a show, they'll bring the intersectional feminism in, and they'll trash it, right? And then they'll move on. They're doing it to video gaming right now. Yeah? Okay? So you're a bunch of losers. You're not going to stop them. They're going to do what they want, and there's nothing you can do about it, right? Especially since you're right wing. You've got to organise and work together, and you have to shift the culture so much that you're able to get feminists pre-banned and filtered out of the media. If you don't want this to happen again, like the feminist editor of the Huffington Post tweeted "kill all men," and nothing happened to her. Right? If you live in that sort of culture where they can do that with impunity, you're not going to stop them. It's as simple as that. That's the objective facts. That's objective reality. That's all for now. Over and out. This is going to be my last. Hopefully, this is going to be my last video on this phone. Actually, I just want to say one thing. I had a problem with my motherboard, and it's not working, even though it's brand new. And I had to take it to a repair shop just to find out what was not working. It was the motherboard. So hopefully I'll get a working computer tomorrow or the day after, and I'll make a proper video that's not on my phone. Okay.